teaching you how to maximize your borrowing capacity so you can elevate your net worth and increase your overall quality of life is my #1 focus on this channel. We're well aware that credit unions are increasingly becoming the better option when it comes to getting access to capital in many capacities. Navy Federal and other credit unions in particular have typically less stringent underwriting, or at least more favorable terms for you to try to qualify for to get access to capital on personal and business funding. That having been said, there's 3 foundational pillars to qualifying for capital across the spectrum. I want to talk to you about that and then give you some perspective on how you can increase your approval odds with these credit unions and really other institutions as well. Those 3 main factors are credit, cash, collateral. Cash or cash flow, however you want to look at that. But those are the 3 main things that institutions, banks, lenders are looking to lean on when they're lending you capital. The name of the game for them is putting out capital, getting back that principal as well as the agreed upon interest, and doing it at the safest, lowest risk as possible. Basically meaning that they have the best approval odds of getting their money back, whether it's through agreed upon terms in the contract you sign or through your collateral or cash that you may have on hand with them, or the threat of damaging your reputation, which is i.e. damaging your credit. So having those 3 maximized is going to maximize your borrowing capacity. And we're going to continue to expound upon that on this channel as we go along. But that having been said, in particular, I want to talk to you about Navy Federal and some other credit unions where you're able to at least have one of these major factors that are strong, and the other 2, even if you're running a deficit, you don't have a ton of cash, your credit's not the best, but you have some strong collateral, or you have good cash and good collateral and your credit's not the best. Teaching you how to juggle these different foundational pillars so you can have the best chance of getting approved for unsecured debt in particular. So really we're focusing on personal loans. When you're applying for personal loans, we're going to use Navy Federal as the prime example. Navy Federal is already shown to be pretty flexible on credit terms. They're very big on a banking relationship. So if you have a healthy banking relationship with them, that can compensate by itself for you having poor credit and no collateral. That having been said, maybe for whatever reasons, you don't have a ton of cash or cash flow coming through Navy Federal, you don't have the best credit. It's important to understand that you may have something of value that they're willing to collateralize to still extend you the credit that you need. A good example would be a paid off vehicle. There's other things that you can use, but this is one of the better examples and the easiest examples, because they're going to look to put a first lien on that item, and they're willing to give you potentially up to 125% of the value of that vehicle as cash. And that gives you some breathing room when you need access to capital, whether to heal your funding or to take advantage of an opportunity to still get access to it, even though your credit might not be the best. The economic circumstances we're in, millions of people are damaging their good credit or further exacerbating their bad credit because it's getting harder and harder out there to, find a job or to maintain a stable income, et cetera, et cetera. So with that being the case, it's important to understand what else can I use to qualify for capital that may be in my warehouse or within my grasp or my arsenal that doesn't include having a bunch of cash in the bank or big deposits coming in or a pristine credit score. Collateral is one of those things, and many people don't know that. And if you don't talk to the right representative or banker at that institution, they may not even tell you that even if you don't have the best credit or cash, that you can still increase your approval odds by having collateral, quality collateral. Again, they're willing to go up to 125% of the value of that item you put up. If you have a paid off car that's $10,000 in value, they're willing to give you somewhere in the proximity of $11,200 on that vehicle to get that cash in your hands. And again, just simply putting a first lien position on that vehicle. It's just an example. There's other things you can use, but I want to make sure that you guys have more and more information going into the crazy economic times that we're headed in, because you're going to need to know how to navigate this, even if you're going through turbulent times in other aspects of your life. You will still need to be able to provide some kind of proof of income and employment history. They're going to still pull credit. Right now, they're pulling TransUnion, at least when it comes to unsecured debt. And again, if you're going to collateralize an item, they can tell you that in advance what that item is worth and what they're willing to lend on it. So you can have it at least some kind of concept before your credit is pulled, if it's even worth putting that collateral up. So I want you guys to comment down below. Let me know if you've ever exercised this strategy. Have you, with Navy Federal or any other credit union, used some form of collateral to get access to capital? What did you use? How much did you get? Other than that, I want all my pioneers, I want you to, if you want to learn more about the channel, to my new viewers and my pioneers, you want to learn more about the channel, start in the description section, work your way to the about section of the channel, like, comment, and subscribe so we can continue to grow our community and our committee of pioneers. Other than that, I want y'all to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.